Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a coin that millions of Americans have used in everyday transactions, the 1974 Washington quarter. At first glance, this quarter may look like nothing more than ordinary pocket change. But what if I told you that certain 1974 quarters have sold for hundreds, and in some cases even thousands of dollars? That's right! Some of these coins are highly sought after by collectors because of their condition, rarity, and fascinating mint errors. So before you spend any 1974 quarter you find, make sure to watch this entire video because you might be holding a hidden treasure without even realizing it. The Washington Quarter series has been a favorite among collectors for decades. The 1974 quarter features the familiar portrait of America's first president, George Washington, on the front of the coin. This design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and had already been in use for more than 40 years by 1974. On the reverse side, you'll find the majestic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. In 1974, the United States Mint struck quarters at 3 different facilities. The Philadelphia Mint produced coins with no mint mark. The Denver Mint produced coins carrying the D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint struck special proof coins featuring the S mint mark. Altogether, hundreds of millions of quarters were produced that year, making the coin common in circulated condition. However, finding one in outstanding condition is a completely different story. Let's begin with the 1974 quarter without a mint mark, produced at the Philadelphia Mint. In circulated condition, these coins are usually worth only their face value of 25 cents. But if you discover an example with little to no wear and strong original mint luster, its value can rise dramatically. Coins graded MS-65 often sell for between $20 and $50. Higher grade examples graded MS-66 can bring $75 to $200. Exceptional specimens graded MS-67 have sold for well over $1,000 at major auctions. Now, let's talk about the 1974 D, quarter from the Denver Mint. More than 350 million examples were struck, making them common in circulation. Yet high-grade examples are surprisingly scarce. Collectors are willing to pay substantial premiums for coins that exhibit sharp strikes, attractive surfaces, and brilliant mint luster. A 1974 D quarter graded MS-67 can sell for several $100s, while the finest known examples have realized prices exceeding $100 to $500. Next, we have the 1974 S proof quarter. These coins were not intended for everyday circulation. Instead, they were specially produced for collectors using polished dies and specially prepared planchets. Proof coins display mirror-like fields and frosted designs that make them especially attractive. Many proof quarters remain affordable, but coins with deep cameo contrast in perfect grades such as PR69 or PR70 can command impressive prices. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting 1974 quarters is searching for mint errors. Error coins often attract tremendous attention because no two are exactly alike. One error to watch for is the double die variety. On these coins, certain letters, numbers, or design elements appear doubled because of a mistake during the die creation process. Genuine double die quarters can be extremely valuable, especially when the doubling is strong and visible. Another error collectors eagerly seek is the off-center strike. During the striking process, if the blank planchet is not properly aligned, the design may appear shifted off-center. Depending on how dramatic the error is, off-center quarters can sell for anywhere from $50 to several $100s. Clipped planchet errors are also worth searching for. These occur when the metal blank is improperly cut, leaving a curved section missing from the coin. Collectors often pay significant premiums for authentic clipped planchet errors. Broad strike errors represent another fascinating category. These occur when the coin is struck without the restraining collar, causing the finished coin to appear larger and lack its normal raised rim. Broad strike errors can command strong prices depending on their appearance and condition. Perhaps the most valuable 1974 quarters are those found in nearly perfect condition. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC carefully evaluate coins based on factors including strike quality, luster, surface preservation, and eye appeal. Even a small difference in grade can mean the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth thousands. If you have old rolls of quarters, inherited coin collections, or jars filled with spare change, now is the perfect time to inspect them carefully. Use a magnifying glass to check for mint marks, unusual features, signs of doubling, and overall condition. You never know when an ordinary-looking coin could turn out to be a collector's dream. Many valuable coins have been discovered in everyday pocket change, proving that hidden treasures can still be found. The 1974 Washington Quarter reminds us that even common coins can become valuable under the right circumstances. Whether you're a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, searching through old coins can be both exciting and rewarding. Next up, we're taking a close look at the 1981 Washington Quarter, a coin that many people overlook every single day. At first glance, this quarter may seem like just another ordinary 25-cent coin. But what if I told you that certain 1981 quarters can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's right! Depending on the coin's condition, rarity, and possible mint errors, this seemingly common quarter could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. So, before you spend any 1981 quarter, make sure to watch this entire video because you may have a valuable coin sitting in your collection right now. The 1981 Washington Quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark located just to the right of George Washington's ponytail on the front of the coin. The coin features the classic portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays the famous heraldic eagle design that was used on Washington quarters for many decades. The Denver Mint produced more than 575 million quarters in 1981, making the coin relatively common in circulated grades. However, collectors are always searching for examples in exceptional condition because high-grade specimens are surprisingly difficult to find. Most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 25 cents. But once a coin reaches uncirculated grades, its value can increase dramatically. An uncirculated 1981 quarter in mint state condition can typically sell for several dollars. Coins graded MS-65 may sell for between $10 and $30, while superb examples graded MS-67 can bring hundreds of dollars at auction. Some of the finest known examples have sold for more than $1,000, making this one of the more desirable modern Washington quarters in top condition. One of the most exciting parts of collecting the 1981 quarter is searching for mint errors. Error coins are highly sought after because they are much rarer than normal issues. Collectors should carefully inspect their coins for off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and struck-through errors. Depending on the type and severity of the error, these coins can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s. Major mint errors can sometimes sell for over $1,000. Another important factor is the coin's original luster. Coins that still display brilliant mint shine and have very few contact marks are especially attractive to collectors. Even tiny scratches or wear can significantly reduce a coin's value, so careful handling and storage are essential. Professional grading services, such as PCGS and NGC, can help determine a coin's exact condition and authenticity. If you have old coin jars, bank rolls, or inherited collections, now is the perfect time to start searching. Valuable coins are still being discovered in everyday collections, and your 1981 quarter could be one of them. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the mint mark, lettering, and surfaces for unusual characteristics that might indicate a rare variety or mint error. Next up, we're taking a close look at the 1981 Washington Quarter, a coin that many people overlook every single day. At first glance, this quarter may seem like just another ordinary 25-cent coin. But what if I told you that certain 1981 quarters can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's right! Depending on the coin's condition, rarity, and possible mint errors, this seemingly common quarter could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. So, before you spend any 1981 quarter, make sure to watch this entire video because you may have a valuable coin sitting in your collection right now. Next up, we're going to explore a coin that many people have seen but few people truly understand, the 1984 Washington Quarter. Most people spend these coins without giving them a second thought. But some 1984 P quarters have become highly collectible and can be worth far more than their face value. In fact, certain examples in exceptional condition or with rare mint errors have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. So, before you spend that old quarter sitting in your change jar, make sure to watch this entire video because you could be holding a hidden treasure. The 1984 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and carries the P Mint mark on the obverse, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. This is significant because Philadelphia quarters traditionally carried no mint mark for many years, making the early P Mint-marked quarters especially interesting to collectors. In 1984, the Philadelphia Mint produced more than 676 million quarters, making this coin very common in circulation. The coin features the classic portrait of George Washington on the front, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse displays the famous heraldic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, a design that remained on Washington quarters for decades. Like other modern quarters, the 1984 P is made from a copper-nickel clad composition and contains no silver. Because so many 1984 P quarters were produced, most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, the story changes dramatically when it comes to coins in pristine, uncirculated condition. A well-preserved mint state example can be worth several dollars, while coins graded MS-65 or higher can command substantial premiums from collectors. Superb gem examples graded MS-67 have sold for hundreds of dollars, and the finest known specimens have reached values exceeding $1,000 at auction. One reason collectors search for 1984 P quarters is the possibility of discovering valuable mint errors. Error coins are highly desirable because they are much rarer than regular issues. Some of the most popular errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin was improperly positioned during striking. Depending on the severity, these coins can sell for hundreds of dollars. Another fascinating error is the clipped planche error. These coins were struck on improperly cut blanks, leaving a crescent-shaped section missing from the coin. Authentic clipped planche quarters often attract strong collector demand and can bring significant premiums. Broad strike errors are also worth searching for. These occur when the retaining collar fails during striking, causing the coin to appear wider than normal and lack its usual raised rim. Collectors should also watch for doubled dies, die cracks, struck-through errors, and missing letter varieties. Some 1984 P quarters have been discovered with grease-filled dies that caused portions of the design or lettering to appear weak or missing. Dramatic examples of these errors can sell for hundreds of dollars, especially if certified by professional grading services. When examining your 1984 P quarter, pay close attention to the coin's luster, strike quality, and overall preservation. Coins with brilliant original surfaces and very few contact marks are the most valuable. Even small differences in condition can mean the difference between a coin worth only 25 cents and one worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC can help determine a coin's exact grade and authenticity. Next up, we're taking a closer look at the 1996 P Washington quarter, a coin that millions of Americans have used in everyday transactions without ever realizing that some examples could be worth far more than just 25 cents. That's right! While most 1996 P quarters are common, certain high-grade examples and rare mint errors have caught the attention of collectors and have sold for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. So before you spend that 1996 quarter in your pocket, make sure you watch this entire video because you could be holding a hidden treasure. The 1996 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and carries the P Mint mark, located on the obverse of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. The coin features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays the familiar heraldic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing America's strength and readiness to defend freedom. In 1996, the Philadelphia Mint produced more than 925 million Washington quarters. Because such a large number was minted, most examples found in circulation today are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, collectors know that condition is everything in the coin market. A coin that has never entered circulation and still retains its original mint luster can be worth significantly more. Uncirculated 1996p quarters graded MS-63 or MS-64 are generally worth a few dollars. Coins graded MS-65 can often sell for 10 to 25 Rs, depending on their eye appeal and overall quality. As the grade increases, values rise dramatically. Superb gem examples graded MS-67 may bring anywhere from $100 to several $100s. The finest known examples, especially those graded MS-68 by professional grading services, have sold at auction for more than $1,000. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting the 1996p quarter is the possibility of finding valuable mint errors. Error coins are created when something goes wrong during the minting process, making them much scarcer than ordinary coins. Collectors should carefully inspect their 1996p quarters for off-center strikes. These errors occur when the coin blank is not properly aligned during striking, causing part of the design to be missing. Depending on the percentage off-center and overall condition, these coins can sell for hundreds of dollars. Another popular error is the clipped planche. This happens when the blank coin is improperly cut before striking, leaving a curved piece missing from the coin. Genuine clipped planche errors are highly collectible and often command strong premiums. Broad strike errors are also worth searching for. These occur when the retaining collar fails during the striking process, resulting in a coin that appears larger than normal and lacks its standard raised rim. Collectors often pay substantial amounts for dramatic broad strike examples. Die cracks, cud errors, struck-through errors, and grease-filled die errors are other varieties that can add significant value to a 1996p quarter. A grease-filled die error, for example, may cause certain letters, numbers, or design details to appear weak or completely missing. When examining your coin, pay close attention to its luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. Coins with brilliant original surfaces, strong details, and very few contact marks are the most desirable among collectors. Even a tiny scratch or mark can make a major difference in value. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, helping determine its true market value. Many collectors choose to submit exceptional-looking coins for grading because a certified high grade can greatly increase a coin's desirability and selling price. So, if you have old coin rolls, inherited collections, or jars filled with spare change, now is the perfect time to start searching. Valuable discoveries are still being made every day, and your next hidden treasure could be a 1996p Washington quarter sitting right in your home. Before you spend your next 1996p quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. You never know, that ordinary-looking coin could turn out to be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and love learning about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting treasure hunt. Thanks for watching and happy coin collecting!